Hello friends, today we're going to talk about what just might be the greatest novel ever written, The Great Gatsby. We have the graphic novel and we have the actual novel. We can do either one or we can do both. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do today the graphic novel, and then later in September we'll do the actual novel itself. So speaking of which, look at that cover. Look at that gorgeous cover. And the back cover. So this is the actual novel. We'll do this in September. Today we're going to do the graphic novel by K. Woodman Maynard. This is an excellent graphic novel. In fact, you know what? If Great Gatsby is the greatest novel ever written, this might be the greatest graphic novel ever made. The artwork is stupendous. It basically tells the story of the novel. It keeps it extremely accurately. And the artwork, I'm going to show you some samples. I've actually tagged a few of them in here because I wanted to show them to you. So here's the first one. Here's where we first see Daisy and Jordan Baker. It's great artwork. Turning the page here. Here's some more of Jordan Baker. Jordan Baker is one of the most interesting characters in the book. She's dishonest, she's deceitful, she lies all the time. And so what the artist of this book does, which is very interesting, is whenever you see Jordan Baker, she's always got her eyes sort of sideways, like she's glancing, sideways at people because, she's suspicious herself, but she's also suspicious of everyone else because she's such a liar herself. So I find that interesting. This is one of the best characters in the book. Look, all this artwork is really good. Let me show you some more here. I'm showing you this because, we're working in video, which is a visual medium, and graphic novels are visual also. So this is a great, I like this picture right here. That's Daisy and Nick at night. Let me show you some more. Oh, here's the beginning of my favorite part of the book, and it's also pretty much everyone else's favorite part of the book, which is the big party scene in chapter 3. So here's where it starts. You see the oranges and the lemons coming in, and the party's about to start. And then here we've got the party going on. Nick arrives, party's going on. Here's Nick. Here's Jordan Baker kind of like slouching her way towards him very mysteriously, fitting her character, of course. Here's some more of them talking. Again, if you see closely here, Jordan Baker, she's got her eyes again. She's given those sideways glances with her eyes. Here's Nick and Jordan dancing, some more of the party scene. In the book, this chapter, it goes on for a while and it's extraordinary. And in the graphic novel, it's the same thing. It's really well done. I'll show you one more picture. Great picture of Daisy right there. So there you have it. K. Woodman Maynard in a graphic novel of The Great Gatsby, the best novel ever written. And this is quite possibly the best graphic novel ever written. Now, there's a really lame author's note at the end of this book where she talks about why she changed some of the dialogue, very minor changes to the dialogue of one of the characters, which I'm not going to go into. If you want, you can check out her author notes at the back of this book. It's lame, so just ignore that, okay? Ignore that and think and read the book. Now, this is for older teens, I would say. 11, 12-year-old, I don't think they're going to like this too much. 14, 15, that's when they'll start having some interest. Older teenagers, 16, 17, 18, 19, they should really like this book a lot. And so will adults. It's a great gift. It's a great Christmas gift. So I put the link to this graphic novel in the description to this video. Make it easy for you to find. I'm also going to include the link to the actual book itself if you want to get the novel, which is really excellent. And I'm also going to include in this link, in the description, the links to my own books if you're interested in seeing those. So, thank you very much for watching. We have The Great Gatsby, we have the graphic novel, and we have the actual novel. I hope you have a wonderful day.